Everybody, it's Joe. Welcome back to my eBay room. It is Tuesday, March the 24th. I only have a few things going out today. I thought I'd share those with you, and then maybe show you what I got from my last trip to Goodwill. It's official. The Goodwill in my area has closed indefinitely due to the whole coronavirus thing. So, kind of a weird time to know that I can't go source for a while, which is okay. I have plenty to list, so I'll be fine. But let me show you what I have from my last, or let me show you what I have going out today, and then I'll show you what I have from my last trip to Goodwill. First up going out is this box set of Lord of the Rings, the books. I'm actually kind of bummed a little bit because I found at Goodwill, oh my God, what are you doing? Do you see this? Apollo. Quit being destructive. This is Apollo. She is the queen of the house. Yeah. Do you need attention? I just got home from work, so she's needing attention. But shut up. That right there sold for $14.99. I actually found a copy of the Silmarillion. I think it's pronounced Silmarillion. Yeah. Found it at the last trip to Goodwill. I was going to bundle it with that one, but it sold before I got home, so oh well. Next up, I have this Shut Elite Optics Visor. I got this at Goodwill for $4, and it sold for $25 with free shipping. Next up, I have a black pair of headphones. Those are going out $9.77. And somebody else bought 6 pairs of black headphones. Let me see if I can find them all. Hang on one second. There we go. 6 more pairs of black headphones. Those sold for $58.62. And I am now officially out of black headphones. All I have left are blue. Wow. And some trash in there. All I'm left is blue, so I'm almost out of those headphones. Kind of a bummer. I like having that steady stream of income coming in, so it's going to be a bummer to see all those go. And that's all I have going out today. Today's total before shipping and fees is $105.50, so not too bad. I'd like to sell more. Hopefully, I'll sell more once I get all this listed. All right, first up for my last trip to Goodwill. Let's go through this bag right here. My Goodwill sells these bags of toys for $7. This one was. Comes with Funko Pops in it, and I looked up some of them. I think I could get $7 each, just about, on these. So that's going to be a pretty good deal right there. They had actually quite a few bags of loose Funko Pops. These were only $3.99. That's Washington and Thomas Jefferson. I haven't looked these up yet. I have a feeling, I can get some decent money for them. This looks like actually Stranger Things. There's 11. I think that's actually, there's Barb and Will. So yeah, there's a few Stranger, there's 11 again, I think. Dustin. That one might actually be a pretty good buy. $10.99. I think I can get, maybe $25 for all those together. Maybe more. This one right here. More Stranger Things. It's 8-bit Barb and 8-bit Will, it looks like. $5. And I think these are both Johnny Cash. I'm not certain. But they were $3.99 for those two as well. And lastly, from that bag, I got this phone case right here. I think this is Tetris on the back of this. I'm going to have to look it up and see if I can find, what phone this goes to. Maybe get a battery and test it and see if it works. But that was only $1.49. It was in their hat section. The bulk section on top of their hats is only $1.49. Next up from that trip is one more bag of these Funko Pop. There's Jason and Freddy. This bag actually paid up a little bit for. It was $11, but I looked up the Jason and Freddy, and those two have sold used for $20 for just these two. So I figure I can make some money on these. I'm not sure who this is. And it doesn't say at the bottom, but I can look up that number, I think. Or, well, no, that's a year. I can look that up and see if I can find who that is. And then I got Heifer from Rocco's Modern Life, and I'm kind of bummed about this. There's Rocco, and his ear broke off. I don't know if that pops back in or not, but I'll see. Next up, I got this pair of Meral Shoes, women's shoes. They were only, I think, $6.99 at Goodwill. I think I can get 25, 30 bucks out of these. Pretty good shape, too. So, this bag right here, I kind of took a gamble on. They had this big bag right here. You can see there's a lot in here. Oh, Apollo. Stop that. What are you doing? Stop. What is that? Is that a Twizzler? What is that? I don't know what that is. But she's not helping me right now. But there's a whole bag of these in there. These are wax wires for jewelry making, I believe. And it looks pretty old. There's no year on them, but the boxes are pretty old. I'm not sure how many are in there. I'm just going to sell these. You can see the phone number right here doesn't have an area code. So, oh wait, yeah, there's one. I'm not sure how old these are. But, I know there's a lot of them in here, and I looked them up before I bought them. And some of them were going for about 20 bucks. You know, I might lot them all up and see what I can get out of them. Like here's a spool of wire. And this whole bag was only $5. So I say gamble. I'm only in it for $5, but I don't know anything about wax wire. So that's the gamble. So I thought this was pretty cool. I remember these. Oh, Paulo, you are going to drive me to drinking. I remember these from when I was in school. It works. Well, it did when I bought it. I'm not sure what's going on. I know there is no charging cord for it, so I'm going to have to see if I can find a charging cord, 6-volt, online so I can sell it. I tested it before I bought it. I mean, it was still charging. It was still charged and it worked whenever... Well, it's not working now. I'll have to take a look at it again. But with the charger, if I can get this to work again before I list it, these things were going for 60 or 70 bucks, and I think I picked it up for 11. So I paid up for it, but if I do, 80 bucks free ship, I'll still make about 40 or 50 bucks on it. All right, there's the Silmarillion I was talking about. It's not part of the same box set, obviously. It's a little bit older. I think this one was printed in the 70s. It's an older copy. Yeah, March 1979. So, oh, that one said 81. I don't know. It's in late 70s, early 80s. I could probably get $5 or $6 for it. At my Goodwill, the paperback books are 49 cents. So that's, almost nothing into that. Next up, I got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 for PC. Used. Everything's here. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Do I check this? Nope. Well, there's a dud. I'm going to take that back out. I thought I had checked that before I bought it. So, I don't know. Maybe I can sell disc 3 and 4 and eat that loss. Again, though, games are only $2.99, so I probably should have checked that a little more closely before we left. I got another little PC game here. I think this was $2 or $3. That goes for about 15 bucks. It's brand new, sealed. It's the only reason I bought it. I don't think Jumpstart 3rd grade would be worth anything used, but anything new, I'm willing to take a chance on. And the last thing I got from that haul was these 3 Disney books, Growing Up Healthy. I found comps on this one for about $30, and I didn't find any comps on the other 2, so I think I might be able to lot them all up together for, I don't know, 40 or 50 bucks. They're older. Oh, geez. I didn't see that either. Man, I'm going to have to disclose that one, too. This is the one I jumped on because I saw 1975 on them. I saw the comp for that one. So with that damage in there, I might go a little bit lower. Maybe 40 bucks I could probably still get. The rest of these, I didn't see any comps for. But anything Disney usually does okay for me. And especially vintage Disney, these old books, I feel pretty comfortable. Even with this damage, whatever that is, I'm not sure. There's nothing on that page. It's just these 2. Looks like a kid closed some candy in here or something at some point. but I don't think it'll hurt me too much. I got these for, I think, $1.99 each at my Goodwill, and I should be able to get 30 or 40 bucks, even with the condition issues. So that's about it. That is the last haul I got from my trip to Goodwill. And the reason I know it's the last haul, for a while at least, is my wife and I went by there a couple days ago, and we noticed that the parking lot was completely empty. So we pulled up, and I went up and looked at the door, and they had closed indefinitely sign on the door, complying with the local county to, you know, avoid the spread of the pandemic, coronavirus. Look at her. She's in a mood today. But, so that's the thing. Goodwill's closed. Kind of a weird feeling to know that I can't go out and find new stuff. I just got to hope the stuff I have is, you know, worth enough for people to keep buying. Like I said in my last video, I haven't noticed a drop in sales. You know, today there's only 4 going out, but it's still $100 worth, and it's not essentials. It's headphones. I guess books again. The shut. This right here, the visor for football helmets. That's, you know, people are still spending money on eBay. So I'm not too worried just yet. As long as I see those sales coming in every day, I know that people are still spending money. They did, however, just issue for the county I work in, not the county I live in. They issued a, shelter at home ordinance. So basically, if you don't work at an essential place, you need to be at home, pretty much. If you're not at work, you need to be at home. And a lot of the places around me are closing for business because they're not essential to the, you know, economy right now. So grocery stores are staying open, pharmacies, any transportation where they move groceries or freight around the country, they're still working. But locally, you know, all my movie theaters in my area have closed. We've actually had a pretty big influx of people coming in to apply for a job at where I work because their job's closed. So it's kind of a weird time. They gave us paperwork to hand to police in the event of us getting pulled over or stopped, which, you know, it's kind of a weird feeling. Like, you know, are they going to pull us over and say papers, please? You know what I mean? Like, kind of weird. Basically, the paper says that we are an employee at an essential job, a grocery store, you know, providing the community with food and health, you know, health supplies, whatever. But other than that, if we're not at work, we're basically told to go home. Now, again, that's just in the county I work in, not in the county I live in. Down here, it's still a little more loose. There's no, you know, they haven't closed many things yet. Restaurants are still open for delivery, drive-through, or takeout. But sit-in restaurants are closed right now, too. I can't imagine there's going to be many yard sales this coming weekend, or estate sales even. So it's kind of a weird time to be a flipper. I will say, though, that eBay has announced today that if you have a store subscription, you have 50,000 free listings through the end of April. And that's huge. That's essentially unlimited listings through April. But you want to be careful if you do that at the end of April, you either take the listings down or you subscribe to the next level up so you don't get charged all those fees. I think it's like $2,500 for 50,000 listings. So if you use all 50,000, which I don't know, you know, a person alive that can do that. What? I don't know a person alive that can list 50,000 things. But it's $2,500. But if you get anywhere close to that, you got to think those fees are going to kick in for May. So just be ready to take those back down if you have a store subscription. That's pretty much it for me today. I'd like to thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions about what I do here in this room, my eBay business, or how the coronavirus is affecting the grocery business, just leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one.